Malaysia menggesa negara-negara Islam bersatu untuk membangkitkan isu utama yang menggugat perpaduan umat sedunia. Menteri Luar Datuk Seri Muhammad Hassan menyampaikan kenyataan itu ketika sesi ke-15 sidang kemuncak Pertubuhan Kerjasama Islam pada 4 Mei di Gambia.
His Excellency Adama Barrow, President of the Republic of the Gambia and Chairman of the 15th Islamic Summit Conference, His Excellency Hizyan Ibrahim Taha, Secretary General of the OIC, Excellencies, Head of Government Representative State, and ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me begin by expressing our utmost appreciation to the Chairman and the Government and the people of the Republic of Gambia for the excellent arrangement of the summit and the warm hospitality accorded to me and my delegation. Malaysia also congratulates the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia under the able stewardship of His Majesty King Salman Abdul Aziz Al Saud for his leadership in steering the OIC over the past 4 years. Mr. Chairman, as we gather here today to reflect on the progress made by the OIC since our last summit, but more importantly, this is a gathering of self-reflection on the various challenges confronting the Ummah and how the OIC should move forward in addressing these challenges. The theme, enhancing unity and solidarity through dialogue for sustainable development, reflects our collective pronouncement toward realizing the goals and principles enshrined in the OIC Charter. It demands sincerity and strong political will from all of us in forging a truly one Muslim world. The unity that fosters cooperation in upholding and promoting peace, which in turn drives sustainable development across the Ummah and the world at large. As we speak, the bitter truth sadly remains. Muslim countries continue to suffer from conflicts and crises that hamper economic and social developments. The Palestinians continue to be deprived of their fundamental human rights, including the right to self-determination, from Israel's decades-long illegal occupation. They are confronting genocide and crimes against humanity by the Zionist regime. Mr. Chairman, the escalation of tensions in the Middle East will undoubtedly reach the global economy and progress of the Ummah. While we appreciate the maximum restraint by all parties concerned, the OIC must work with the international community to address the root cause of the problem, that is, Israel's illegal occupation of Palestine for more than 7 decades. Therefore, the OIC must remain relevant and stand firmly with the oppressed, propagate peace, and uphold the sanctity of the international justice system. The OIC must be the voice to educate the misguided or misinformed masses so that they understand the legal and historical aspects of Palestinian cause. Only then we can see progress. The OIC must, therefore, continue working relentlessly with like-minded countries in pursuit of our key priorities. Number 1, institute an immediate and permanent ceasefire. Second, establish safe and unhindered access to delivery of aid. Third, ensure accountability for violations of international law. And lastly, admission of Palestine as a full member of the United Nations, its rightful place among the community of nations that long have been denied. We must not let any differences divert our attention from those objectives. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Holy Quran, Surah Al-Imran, verses 103, وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. We are also concerned, Mr. Chairman, with the rise of Islamophobia, especially the prejudice and discrimination against Muslims, and even in public discourse and policy debates about Muslims. We have been seeing right-wing political parties religious leaders and even state actors in the West make a mockery of the diversity of religions and beliefs, including deliberate acts of burning and desecration of Holy Quran. Disgracefully, they rationalize their actions in total disregard of the basic principles of human rights, a hypocrisy at best and double standard at worst. The OIC must redouble our efforts in combating the surge in Islamophobia. We must work closely with the United Nations Special Envoy to combat Islamophobia, a proud, tangible result of our collective effort at the United Nations. On Malaysia's part, we have been active in promoting interreligious and intercultural dialogues, in fostering peace, moderation, and religious tolerance. These dialogues would bridge the gap of misunderstanding and mistrust leading to Islamophobia. In 2023, Malaysia hosted the International Forum on Islamophobia. This year, Malaysia will be organizing the International Conference on Religious Leaders from 7 to 8 May 2024 with the theme of Diversity in Unity. We hope Muslim leaders, scholars, and various religious leaders from all over the world will join and help us overcome this gap in achieving the peaceful coexistence and religious harmony the world needs today. Mr. Chairman, the OIC must also continue its efforts to assist Muslim minorities and communities, including the Rohingya, to safeguard their dignity and cultural and religious identity. Malaysia too has played our role through the hosting of the 8th OIC IPHRC International Seminar in October 2022. The outcome, the Kuala Lumpur Declaration on Human Rights and Access to Education for Refugees, serve as the guideline for OIC countries to provide access to education for refugees in their countries. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, poverty eradication and socio-economic development have always been among the top priorities for the OIC. We would only be able to realize the 2030 agendas for sustainable development if we address these two areas effectively. Thus, we must strengthen our economic cooperation and trade ties among OIC member states. In an effort to strengthen international cooperation, Malaysia organized the 15th International Conference on Islamic Economic and Finance in March 2024, with the theme driving the agenda for a sustainable human economy. Inshallah, we will continue this effort and organize the Global Forum on Islamic Economic and Finance from 28 to 29 May 2024 with the theme Shaping a Resilient Global Islamic Economy Through Values-Based Reforms. The forum will bring a unique focus on the importance of Islamic economics and finance as a solution in creating a more resilient, sustainable, and equitable economic development globally. Mr. Chairman, before I conclude, let me reiterate Malaysia's firm commitment and support to the OIC in promoting peace, security, development, and well-being of the Ummah. These goals can only be achieved through unity and cooperation, central to the theme of this year's summit. I thank you, Mr. Chairman.